Today on Tula's Endless Summer.
There's Alcatraz right there, and then San Francisco, the city.
After a lot of hard work, our little $100 project boat is ready to leave the dock for our final test day before we head out into the Pacific Ocean.
Okay, today is a big day. Today's going to be our first day ever anchoring on this boat. When we got the boat, like our first day up to the boatyard, we couldn't stop and anchor because our anchor chain was one giant ball of rust. And after the boatyard, when we made our way back to Alameda, we had a few things left to do with the battery bank before we could be like self-sufficient at anchor. Today's the day we're leaving. I just returned the marina key. I did one last run of grocery shopping, and Billy had the engines running, warming up, made sure all the exhaust was good and wasn't leaking or anything. And then the engine stalled out, and Billy realized that he forgot to open the fuel valve or something, and he fixed that, and now one has started, but the other one won't start.
Can't hear. No, so we had the engines warming up.
I said that part already.
Oh yeah, stupid me, I forgot to open all the fuel valves, so yeah, anyway. So yeah, now our port engine won't start, not sure why. Maybe it sucked in some air into the fuel system, it just needs to be bled, or maybe something happened to one of the fuel pumps, the injection pump or the fuel pump. That could be like more worst case scenario. Probably a little bit of air in there, it just needs to be purged. Let's try it again real quick. Sounds like it wants to start. Can you do the same exact thing we just did?
In the end, the issue ended up being the diaphragm on the fuel lift pump. Maybe it was caused by me leaving the valves closed, but it was probably an old pump anyway, and that diaphragm was probably on its way out. So I just replaced it with a spare we had on board and bled the fuel system, and we were ready to go.
We are off. We're just waiting for the fuel duct to open up so we can get fuel. You would think Billy would learn after all these years. Do not leave coffee when we are about to go cruising. Always goes in the sink.
We're about to get fuel, and it's gonna be a fortune. It's $8.04 a gallon. Probably about a third full right now.
It won't take much more than one full tank of fuel to get all the way up there, but obviously those calculations can be a little off. I guess we'll have to see when we are going for a full day to see where we're at. You think we'll need more than just one fill up?
Well, I don't know. I don't even think I'm gonna fill it up completely here. I think I'll fill it up a lot more than we need to, but we'll probably stop somewhere in Oregon, and supposedly I think fuel is much cheaper in Oregon, so.
Step one is pump out the poo. It's water. You put water in our waste tank.
I didn't fill this tank up.
No, there's no way waste is in a water tap. You did this before. You don't remember?
Oh, no, I thought it was this one. Does that make sense with where the hoses are?
Oh boy, I really hope he just didn't put a poop tube in our water tank. Or he just completely filled up our poop tank with water. Which one was it?
Accidentally sucked out. Well, that water tank's not even in use anyway. There's a forward water tank, and that's the cap for that, even though it's scribbled out and says waste water, so that's why we thought it was waste.
These are all the deck fittings on our boat. We have an old water tank fill. There's a stern water tank back here that's not hooked up, non-functioning. That's for that, but this is sealed off right now. We have a diesel fill for the diesel tank on this side, a diesel fill for the diesel tank on this side, a freshwater fill for a freshwater tank on this side, freshwater fill for a freshwater tank on this side. And then we have the problem area. I had originally thought that this was the holding tank pump out, and then this little through hole fitting here looks like this, and then it's crossed out, and then it says water, but it's like etched in there. So Sierra second guessed me and pointed out this. So then I started pumping out this, and it ended up pumping out a bunch of fresh water. Luckily, this forward water tank in the V-berth area is not hooked up and not in use. So all we did was pump out some old water that has nothing to do with our freshwater system. And then we ended up going back and pumping out our holding tank. Now we have a diagram on the boat just like this so that we don't ever get confused again, and we can pass it along to any future owners so they don't get confused either.
But this is so dangerous that this says water.
That's why I took this cap off first. And then you made me second guess it because it said waste.
Yeah, because why wouldn't you pump out waste from the one that says waste?
It's like scribbled out, it says waste.
But
I
that
don't know.
says clear as day water.
Well, I know. I traced the tubes. I know where the tubes go. Once this is done, can you just go open the toilet so we can pump a bunch of fresh water through this holding tank? Just clean it out really good.
That was the fastest $315 we've ever spent. It only took like 3 seconds. What is your guess that we're gonna get up to?
Well, I'll probably do like $1,200 or something total. Not more than that.
That's as much as we spent one entire year
Here.
sailing the entire Caribbean
You
on
want
a
the
dry
second one?
We just spent so much money that the fuel pump shut off on us. We hit the max. So we had to reset it and get another $200. So we spent a total of $1,200 and we're not even close to filled. This is when you miss the sailboat.
We took on this project as a major risk, and in the past 8 months, we have definitely questioned our decision to take on the refit of Mountain Myst. With the countless hours spent sanding and painting day after day, we really didn't know if all the hard work would be worth it. But today is the first day of our new adventure, and it's looking well worth it from here as San Francisco is right off our bow. Trying to anchor has been a process. I guess when we set up the anchor, we didn't sit it right, so we dragged twice. Then we had to like take the anchor off. Super windy, so I'm just trying to stay in one spot. Billy's handling all that up there. The people in the anchorage probably think we're complete noobs, but we're just trying to adjust. First time on anchor with this boat, and stuff's not going super smooth. Would you like some zucchini? The wind is blowing it away. Okay, first night on anchor, we should probably be enjoying the outdoors and eating up top. However, it's really cold, so I think we're gonna eat inside. I just grilled up some Trader Joe's pesto chicken, zucchini, and steam some cauliflower.
Let's do it.
You worked hard today.
Thanks. So did you. We both worked hard motoring over here. Our motorboat.
Our wallets worked hard.
Yeah.
I know it's nothing new, but it's so good to see you. We do this every day, and I'm still so amazed by you.
Okay, we have pretty much everything ready. We're as ready as it's ever gonna be. We're moving anchorages. We're gonna set ourselves up right pretty much under the Golden Gate Bridge so we can get right out the gate tomorrow morning. And it looks like we're gonna be doing 2 nights straight offshore, probably another full day of cruising after that, maybe a 3rd night offshore, because I think it's really rare that we have that many days of calm weather right in a row, and we're going to take advantage of it, and we're going to try to get it all the way up to Oregon, where we will fuel up even more. We only got like a half of a tank right now maybe, because California is expensive. People have been saying that Oregon's way cheaper, so we'll fuel up there, maybe hopefully get a good night's sleep, and then continue on and make our way up to Washington. Now, this is a very dangerous coast, and that's why we're like really gung-ho on going right now, because it's calm. But let's see if our $100 boat can make it along the Pacific coast. Are you ready? Last test day.
Yeah. Gotta do a couple more little things, but yeah, everything is looking good. Beautiful out here. It's windy, but it actually feels nice behind our little windshield, and inside it's comfortable.
What are the little things you have to do?
Still have to change the injection pump oil, and then a bunch of little things, straightening up the engine room, cleaning, getting some stuff put away so it's not at risk of bouncing around if we get into rougher weather. There's Alcatraz right there, and then San Francisco, the city, right over there, and then the big Golden Gate Bridge that we'll be going under probably about 5:30.
How do you feel down there?
Next time on Tula's Endless Summer. Things don't go quite as planned, and we have quite a few unexpected visitors. See you next time.